Right, to the latest from Stamford Bridge. We know that Chelsea want a new manager, and we now know they want that manager in place before the middle of June. Xabi Alonso, Andoni Iraola and Marco Silva, definite contenders. Now, we understand that Cesc Fabregas, Oliver Glasner and Filipe Luis are also being considered. But I'm told by our chief correspondent, Kaveh Solokol, that one name is standing out. So you've told me, tell them.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at all these contenders' CVs, you would have to say that the standout candidate is Xabi Alonso, not just because of what he achieved as a player, but also what he's achieved as a manager. He's managed Real Madrid. OK, he only lasted 8 months. He was forced out by the Real Madrid dressing room. But I think having Real Madrid on his CV would attract the Chelsea owners, especially if you look at the state Real Madrid were in when he lost his job in January and the state they're in now. I think he won 24 out of 34 games. They were 4 points behind Barcelona when he left Real Madrid. Now, Barcelona have won the title and Real Madrid are in disarray, 14 points behind. Real Madrid are 14 points behind them. So if you speak to most Chelsea fans, they would say Xabi Alonso is the one that we want, even though he played for Liverpool, but he also played for Real Madrid and Bayern Munich as well.
And let's not forget what he did in Germany, which was astonishing. Yeah,
he won the double with Bayer Leverkusen. Incredible achievement. OK, some people thought maybe going to Real Madrid so soon in his managerial career was the wrong move. We know he's going to come to the Premier League one day. The big question, whenever I've spoken about Xabi Alonso, people have always said to me, yes, but would he want to go to Chelsea? Why would he want to go to Chelsea? Chelsea are in a very bad place at the moment. It's not the right move for him. He could wait, for instance, until a job like Liverpool may become available one day. I've always said that Chelsea are still a very, very attractive job. And I think most managers who were offered the Chelsea job would accept it. Why do I say that? Because they're in London. They've got a brilliant training ground in Surrey. If you manage Chelsea, you're going to have a world-class squad. You're going to be backed in the transfer market. You get to live in Cobham. You get to have a family home in Knightsbridge or Chelsea as well. So it ticks a lot of boxes. Now, I've always had an open mind about the fact that whether Xabi Alonso would be up for the challenge. I think that if Chelsea decide he is the one that they want, I think he may take some convincing, but I think that it is a job that he would be interested in.
All right, so what are the key factors that Chelsea are looking for?
Well, they've made mistakes when it comes to appointing head coaches. They want to make sure that they don't make another mistake. That's why they're not in a particular rush at the moment. They've got the FA Cup final on Saturday. That is their focus. But of course, in the background, there is a lot of work going on with their sporting directors and their owners to try and identify the right person and make sure it is the right person. So what are they looking for? They're looking for somebody who is a proven winner and who has experience at the highest level managing. They don't want to take another risk. Now, does that mean that you would have to discount somebody like Filipe Luis, for instance, who doesn't have his top coaching badges, who has managed very well in Brazil but hasn't managed in the Premier League, or somebody like Cesc Fabregas, incredible player, doing an incredible job at Como, but does he have experience in the Premier League? Then you've got Andoni Iraola, Oliver Glasner, Marco Silva. They have the Premier League experience, but have they won the top trophies? OK, Oliver Glasner has won the FA Cup. He may win the Conference League as well. He's won a European trophy at Eintracht Frankfurt. Iraola, he's done a fantastic job as Bournemouth. But would they be a risk? For instance, playing three at the back, Glasner's preferred system, would that be something that Chelsea would want? Although Glasner has said that he can adapt his systems. I think if you look at it, and if you considered the mindset of the Chelsea owners, I think Xabi Alonso is the kind of name that they would really be attracted to. But if I was a Chelsea supporter, I wouldn't be getting carried away at the moment because I still think the race is wide open. I think Chelsea are going to take their time to make sure they get the right person. But I would go back to what we've been saying here for a very, very long time. Don't assume that the top managers don't want the Chelsea job, because that is simply not the case.